EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. His throw is going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. And this returnable for Hill. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Butker's kick here is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this 1st quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when you see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team's side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Browns drive about to get started. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been in
into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a... Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Fournette running out of the gun. Runs through the contact. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 28 yards. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a squibber picked up around the 27th. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, it's McKinnon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At their own 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, he's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. Jennings lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, 28 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Mike's by board. Coming to you. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rabbit.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for KC. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 20. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Mayfield on first down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Check. Mike 28, you got to get that ball up here. Mike 28.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught. Jennings. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin. Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory. Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From the 36, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This is caught. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Still going. They can't stop him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they will take a knee here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.